Alright, so it is day 95. It is 5:32 in the morning. Day 95 of the year. We're approaching that 100 days. And I am on the sub-fast, day 3. Trying to get 100 pounds, not 100 pounds, 50 pounds down before 100 days is up. It's too early in the morning.
Hello. Please step on the scale.
We're gonna see our weight for the day. Ooh. Y'all gonna like this one.
Your weight is 282.6 pounds.
Let's hear it again, just to be on the safe side. Oh, God, I can't believe that. 282.6 pounds.
Hello. Please step on the scale.
Oh, y'all gotta hear that again.
Your weight is 282.6 pounds.
All right. So you hear it here. 282.6 pounds. Now, what do you think about using the scale, good doctor? Is it still dumb? There's a weight loss guru out there who recently put out a video who said everything we're taught about dieting is not your fault. Why all diets fail. It is not your fault. Using the scale is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard to measure your weight loss. That is dumb. That was his exact words. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never been into a doctor's office where they did not check your weight to see how much you weighed so they can tell you how to adjust your diet and this and that. I am sleepy this morning, so my words are not coming out 100% correctly, but it seems to me like a weight loss guru and someone trying to create their own diet protocol and call it the proper human diet would definitely fear the truth about how to go about cutting calories down and having successful weight loss, eating whatever in the hell you want, like I do, because it goes against their narrative. Look, Doc, if you ever watch this, I'm not saying my way is better than yours, or that your way is wrong. All I'm saying is my way is right also. It is not wrong either. You say you come up with all this evidence of people in a study back in the 1940s. These people in this study were put on a calorie restriction diet, and it said it slowed down their metabolic rate, whatever, yada yada yada. What you didn't tell people was, back in the 1940s, there was not a obesity epidemic. None. And what you also didn't tell them was the same thing that you tried to tell them within your same conversation. What you didn't tell your audience was the reason there wasn't an obesity epidemic in the 1940s is because people stuck to 3 meals a day. And at the same time, you said you eat 1 to 2 to 3 meals a day, but you got to do it your way. Your way, you know, the proper human diet, which you consider is chicken and some green vegetables, you know, coming up with your own thing. People in the 1940s weren't obese, and they ate chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy and cornbread on their plate. They just restricted themselves to 2 to 3 meals a day: breakfast, supper, and dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. However you want to pronounce it. You know what I'm saying. There wasn't an obesity epidemic in the 1940s. People didn't snack in between meals, and you are trying to tell people now to eat your way but not snack in between meals. All I can tell you is quit punching down. You are punching down. Your way is correct, but so is mine. I ate 2 meals yesterday on a calorie deficit. When you're talking about eating 2 meals a day, you are in a deficit. See, I've heard you talk about intermittent fasting with your protocol. I talk about intermittent fasting with my protocol. Intermittent fasting is my only protocol. My protocol works without your diet. Your diet does not work without my protocol. Alright, that's all I have for now. You know I'm right. Okay, so after that rant, and I forgot to gloat about the whole part about where I've used the scale every day to prove a 4.2 weight loss. Heck yes. In just 3 days. That's not impressive. I don't know what is. I don't know what impresses you. But anyway, it's not enough. It's not enough because we had about 7 pounds to go till we got to the 50-pound mark before 100 days. So today's sub is going to be, I think I'm going to go with this rotisserie style chicken to change it up because it changes the flavor up tremendously. It doesn't feel as much like a sub sandwich. From the BMT and the ham kind of felt the same, even though the calories were way off from one another. So we're going to go with this rotisserie style chicken today. And then we're going to customize this bad boy with this nutritional calculator right here. And let's see. We need more calories today because yesterday we really hit the low. We done that on purpose because we want to lose this weight, y'all. That's just all there is to it. I don't care what diet you're on. You got to cut down. You can't just eat whatever you want without some sort of cutting down in order for the weight loss to happen. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So we choose the footlong. We choose the artisan Italian because it's the lowest calorie one, and it's good enough for all choices, in my opinion. We may go with the Italian herb and cheese. That puts us at 670 calories with the American cheese. Let's go bananas today. Let's do the pepper jack. Puts us at 680 before vegetables and add-ons. Because we need to change things up. We need to keep our body guessing. So, banana peppers, black olives, no cucumbers, yuck, green peppers, jalapenos, lettuce, pickles, red onions, no spinach leaves, no tomatoes. Now we're up to 710 calories. Now that is about the calorie amount we had in our sub yesterday. 700 and something, I can't remember. That's not important. So then we're going to go with the honey mustard. Now we're up to 750. Now we go with the oil. Now we're up to 840. We're definitely above yesterday's mark. Now, Subway vinaigrette. Now we're up to 910 calories. Did I miss something? Oil, vinegar. Alright, so then we add a little bit of black pepper and the salt. Alright, so there we go. 910 calories for our sandwich today. Total fat 42, saturated fat 15, trans fat 0.5, cholesterol 145, sodium 3,590. Hey, look, it's my only meal for today. You got to keep in mind that there was a point in my life where I would eat this plus a whole meal at McDonald's or Burger King or one of the mom and pop restaurants, and then snack on chips and snack on Little Debbie cakes all throughout the day and night. So I think this is pretty good. And there is my totals for nutrition for today. Alright, we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot, good doctor. I understand that scale is not the only way to measure weight. There are many methods, just like you said. I have been using another one all along, and that was this belt. I went and bought this belt. This belt was, in the beginning, I couldn't even get it to fit around my waist. So, last time, I was 3 holes in. Now, this is without the pants, I'm sure. So I try to get it on as tight as I can possibly stand it. There you go. Alright, let's get you where you can see. I am the 4th hole in. There's the 3 empty holes right there. This is a 5-hole belt. I wear this belt now to hold my pants up that are getting too loose on me. Sometime today, I'm going to get a belt that represents the 30 waist sizes, because that is where I want to go next. As soon as I hit that 5th hole, I should be getting closer. Pouring salt on the already open wounds, I'm sorry. You drew first blood, not me. Alright, so my wife is checking on her doctor's situation, trying to get everything in order for her procedure in the future. And Doc, I do thank you for your good advice on some of those issues that's going on with her. I've watched that in the past, and that information is much appreciated. I'm not a total jerk. I'm not. But I will call a spade when I see it. Excuse me. Intermittent fasting is effective with every diet.
and you can come up with a diet, you can come up with a protocol, as long as you place it in there, and you're placing it in there, your diet's going to be successful. But it's only going to be successful for so long. What you're saying is people to eat and get satiated 1, 2, 3 meals a day, and they're going to lose weight, especially if they're extremely overweight. I went through this in the beginning where I could eat anything I wanted throughout the day. Really heavy meals of loaded cheeseburgers and french fries and that type of food. 1 to 2 meals of that, and I was still dropping weight on the consistent. But what happens is, like I'm getting toward 50 pounds of weight loss, it gets a little harder and you have to restrict more. Even on your PhD, people are going to have to at some point cut down in order to continue losing weight. You're going to face these issues with people that you like and you care for, and you're going to have to tell them to restrict. I guarantee it. Alright, my wife's coming back. We'll talk later. Alright, so now we're at another doctor. She is going in there. This is the OGBYN. Pretty neat little place. It's been around since the 80s or 90s, I'm sure. I cannot wait to get my sub today. I cannot wait for Subfast Day 3 to begin today. I'm here to tell you what. I am starving. And it requires that to drop some weight. You can't stay satiated all the time. I mean, it's just not going to work. I've been on every diet in the book, and I know why they don't work, because I wasn't intermittent fasting. It's funny how everybody throws in IF these days, no matter what they're doing, and I understand. I really do. I understand what you're saying, but you predominantly promote meats in your new protocol. Meat only. There's people out there that can't have them, and they're doing just fine on vegan diets as long as they're intermittent fasting. So you tell me, how is that possible? And you're promoting something in a totally different direction. How does everybody's protocol out there claim to be right, but yet IF has to be implemented in order for their diets to work? That has been my mission all along, to prove that IF is the ultimate way. Even if you're eating the standard American diet, my mission is an important one. No one else out there that I know is doing it. I know that there's people that have done it and been successful, like Kayla Cox and 6 Miles to Supper, where she talks about the type of thing that I'm doing all the time. But even she did it after the fact. I'm doing it in real time on a daily basis. And a lot of the conditions that I did back when I was on keto, carnivore, keto, ketovore, Dr. Atkins, they're all similar to the point where they're almost the same thing. Carnivore is Atkins phase 1. You just don't never leave it. You just never leave phase 1. Ketovore is kind of like phase 2 of Atkins, and then, or phase 3. I don't know. I don't care. I've done those diets successfully and lost weight. Always come to a plateau on those particular diets. The reason those plateaus occurred is because I wasn't following intermittent fasting with them. I did do the snacking. I did do of probably overeating. I always stayed, when I was cutting carbs, I stayed hungrier than I do now, allowing myself to eat whatever I want with intermittent fasting. It's strange that it works this way, but it does that way. And I can only speak for intermittent fasting with standard American diet, the way I'm doing now, and for ketosis type of diets, ketogenic type of diets, because that's the main two I've ever done. I've never done vegan or paleo or any of those other things. But I see some paleo people out there struggling with weight loss because they do not intermittent fast with their diet plan. They lost a bunch of weight successfully, but they did it through a 40-day water fast, and that's where most of it came from. Alright, here she comes again. I'll talk to you later. What a day, huh? Bring on the rain. Bring it on. It's hot pickle day. Alright folks, so it is the end of the day, and finally I am back home. It is 20 after 5 and I still haven't eaten my hot pickle. Now it is a little past my eating window, I know, but this is a superfood and it weighs in at 0 calories, and what this pickle will do for me well, you know what this pickle will do for me. So true to my word, every other day I'm going to eat one. And I'm not going to make you suffer through all the pain of me eating this thing this time. We will fast forward through so we can have a conversation afterwards. Sound good? I got me a knife this time. This one's softer than the other one was. This one's going to really get the job done. That one's super fermented, pickled, whatever you want to call it. But as you can see, this bad boy right here will give you some extreme weight loss. Ooh. All I can say is we down 4 pounds according to that scale in 3 days, and the belt looking good. The belt looking good is the most important part, I think. If I don't quit talking, get this thing eat, we'll be having our conversation here. But honestly though, I've probably said too much for today already. But hey. You gotta say what's on your mind to put it out of your mind. And if everyone else can say what they want, why can't the rest of us? Obviously, I believe in what I'm doing. Or I wouldn't be showing it to, sitting here showing it to anyone willing to listen to what I have to say. I can't help it. Some people are shepherds and they like to tend to their flock of sheep. And I am a wolf. I don't flock with sheep. My claws are sharp and I can't hide my teeth. We're about to get it done, folks. The knife actually is helping a lot, except for it's causing major juice squirts, but at least it ain't running all down the side of my mouth. This thing will work you like you wouldn't know. You ever done the cabbage soup diet? You know how that'll work you? 10 times more effective than that. But you gotta be a lover of pickles in order to get this trick done. I'm sweating through it this time, y'all. I forgot to bring me a drink in here. I just literally got in the door from bringing my daughter home and being out getting some things done, shopping at stores. It's 5:27. I wanted to get this done as quickly as I can because I'm a little past my window. That last bite was hot. Do not skimp on the pickle juice if you're going to try this.
Well, I'm going to end it here. I think you get the gist of how this is going to go. Till tomorrow. You folks have a good one.